Okay. Pull 2 cards for either side. What is it that's imbalanced or not being decided on? Strength reversed. 7 of Pentacles reversed. So we have 2 major arcana. So usually this talks about balancing your emotion and your logic. And here this is being dominated. We have 2 like imbalance cards. Being dominated possibly by lust, depression, not having courage, or feeling like you don't have the courage to make a harsh decision. And you're not even deliberating. You're like, I can't. Okay. You think maybe a bad investment. Some of you could be involved with a Leo, but not necessarily. If you hear some kittens meowing in the background, it's because I have 2 and they fight all the time. You're not making a decision. You're not stepping up to the plate. And honestly, for advice, is turn it around. Make a decision, balance your logic, your emotion, your intuition. Reflect on your life, your relationships, your choices. That helps you make a good investment. And then taming your wild side, as far as emotions, courage, those types of things, like lust. Let's turn these back around for now. Some of you may have a bad legal team, like a bad lawyer, possibly a bad judge. Yeah, I could see bad judgment here. Like somebody got a harsh judgment, it wasn't very good. And it really was a blow to your self-esteem. And there was a defeat. It could have been in court. It could have been less literal and more figuratively. But the fact that you came out in reverse, just automatically, I want to pull. Why is strength reversed? Clarifying justice. Why is strength reversed? Clarifying justice in reverse. Ace of Wands. Passion ignited. So there is a lot of lust. This is a very lusty card. So some of you may have felt like your marriage ended because of an affair. Because this does remind me of affairs. You feel like you made a bad choice in who you chose as a partner or a boyfriend, girlfriend, because they cheated on you, or you're feeling guilty and not accepting responsibility, but feeling guilty and ashamed for having an affair yourself. Why is justice reversed? Why is justice reversed? 3 of Wands. Yeah, there's a third party, but also legal team. Okay. And I don't pull these cards in reverse, just so you know. Why is 7 of Pentacles reversed? Why is 7 of Pentacles reversed? The Star card. Okay, so you feel like you have no hope. You feel like you're not getting your wish. I also see feeling inadequate. Like your harvest is not coming in. Something happened. And we have 2 sevens. We have 7 of Pentacles, 7 inside the Star card. But when you take 7 and add 1 to it, it becomes 8, which talks about change of mind as well as movement and inspiration. And then we have Strength, which has the infinity symbol, okay, which looks like an 8. So it looks like you're needing to change your mind about something. You're needing some kind of revelation. Sometimes this is a long-held dream, okay? But this is a lot of lust and passion because we have Wands and Strength card. And sometimes the Star card is about fireworks because normally there's some kind of fireworks at the top. So again, passion. Like maybe you made a bad decision and you had like a menage a trois or a one-night stand. There was lots of passion, but now you're just kind of regretting it for whatever reason. Maybe... Okay, you're not feeling very inspired. You're kind of missing when you had that inspiration, when you had a dream. So obviously your advice would be to be Ace of Wands, have that dream, okay? Take a step, take a scary step, and go after your dreams. Maybe it's to go back to school. Usually I think of that as a Hierophant, but we have one that's very similar. Also very similar to the High Priestess because of the pillars. And those are all about school, in addition to other things. Maybe you're waiting on a revelation, or you're waiting on some inspiration. You're waiting to get your wish. It could be about healing, renewal from something that dominated you in the past that was cruel. You may possibly be dealing with an Aquarius. 2 air signs, that's not very uncommon. But whatever happens, everything's going to turn out all right. You may get your wish, but basically healing, okay? Getting balance. Also, I see hope and faith and courage are very important with this card. And then we had all this lack of courage, feeling inadequate. And I think you want to go back to feeling better about yourself. And, the advice here is reflect on your aspirations that you've had in the past, currently. Reflect on your abilities, like what you really can do and what you really can't. And that'll help illuminate your choices in the future. But you have to listen to some truth, okay? I see infinite possibilities with the 8 and then 8 over here. Some of you may have been stagnant, but I see you coming out of that. Okay? I see you getting your self-esteem back. And both of these, I see you coming to the right path. So have the courage to take a step towards your dreams, possibly a long-held dream. Clarify. Why is the 3 of Wands clarifying justice? Death. Okay, another major arcana. So there was an absolute decision. Perhaps you've been indulging in something. Like maybe indulging in an affair. Like giving into your lusts. Yeah. You've been giving into them. And perhaps you need to tame them in order to reach your dream. I see you're going to have a new beginning. It might possibly be with somebody from the past, because I see unrequited love in reverse. So they're no longer unrequited. Now, whether you get back with them or somebody new comes in, whatever, there's going to be fireworks. It's going to be happiness and healing. But I do see transformation, especially with death and the Star card. I see you're going to get that motivation that you need. And it might be you get the motivation you need after being let go from somewhere, after having some kind of bad judgment, pretty much. And you join another place, like a new contract, and you get transformed. And I think where death is heading is towards hope. And you go from strength all the way to the Star card, which tells me you end up not only inspiring yourself, but inspiring other people. And this may be you, and you're wanting to inspire these 7 people, okay? Maybe you're a teacher, and you feel like maybe you're not, okay? Maybe you feel like giving up. Okay. This can be a struggle. So whatever struggle you're going through, it's the end of it. It's good, right? Good struggle. I mean, it's good to have the end of a struggle. I mean, if you look at the top, they're all negative. You look at the bottom, they're all positive. Okay, why is 7 of Pentacles reversed? 6 of Wands. Okay. do see a victory. It could be a victory in court, and you probably weren't expecting it. And I see you are going to inspire people. You're going to be popular. You're going to rise in popularity. Mainly because the star card's clarifying. So maybe you think you don't make much of a difference, but you really do. And you're going to find out pretty soon. I'd say 6 days, 6 weeks. Now this reading is supposed to be until the end of May. But, you know, energy's always melt over. And I see you're going to get recognized, because here are 2 cards about being recognized. Maybe a promotion. But if you leave one place, you have a bad judgment. Somebody like gives you a bad review, for instance. Well, that struggle's over. Maybe it's been weighing on your mind, and you're like, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. And then, bam, all of a sudden you get recognized. And it may not have been anything you did. You may not have actually had to work for it. You know, like, I also see you probably don't even have to wait very long. All right. What are the love messages for Libra from now until the end of May? Unrequited love. Okay, so some of you out there, now it says there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. But mainly what I look at is the title. And here we have tons of passion. Now, sometimes we can read these as a lack of passion, because this is a lusty card. But then again, this card means 2 different things no matter which way you turn it. And this is upright, but I never read these in reverse unless they fall that way. So here we have lots of passion. And then over here, we have fireworks and victory. Now, the death card is from Scorpio, and this is a very passionate card. This would be depression or a lack of passion. So here we have passion. And it may be you have to join some kind of a group to get your passion back. But if it's not 3 people, then it's just some kind of a partnership. Maybe you find somebody new who really puts those sparks in. But it's so funny that we have unrequited love, and then we have an unrequited love card in reverse. So I do think they might be coming back. You may be getting a wish. And that's why the hope card, the star card, is here. I mean, with the star card, anything's possible. So that's true. With the justice reversed, I see reconciliation on like a really big scale. And we have unrequited love in reverse. 6 of Wands. Death can be bringing something back from the past. Okay. What other messages do you have for those looking for love from now until the end of May? Libra's looking for love from now until the end of May. Okay. Honeymoon in reverse. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So if they're unrequited, you're not really spending any time with them. Okay. There is no like honeymoon period. So maybe the problem is that there is a lack of passion in a relationship you have, but it's going to get resolved. Maybe not perhaps with them, maybe with somebody new. But usually in your honeymoon phase, you have sparks. And here we have unrequited love, not enough chemistry. But I see you're going to be victorious over unrequited love. All right. Oh, very soon it popped out. So very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. All right. One more. Messages for Libras looking for love from now until the end of May. Flirt. Okay, I mean, that's all about spark and attraction. And just flirting is a light-hearted activity, so it's not very serious. So you either do well or you don't. I mean, who cares? You're just flirting. Okay, what messages or advice do you have for for Libras who feel like they've lost their inspiration. Tower reversed. All right, so it's not really as bad as you think it is. You may need to let go of an old dream to have a new dream. And also I see you're going to have a personal revelation. So again, you're going to get that idea that you need. And I think you're going to just clear out that old, whatever it might be, and you're going to have something new. But I do think you need to let go first. And if you start any new plans, don't be afraid to take that step like it looks like you are. Because normally this card means your new plans fall apart. But in reverse, it's the opposite. They are not going to fall apart. It won't be as bad as you're scared it will be. All right, what other messages do you have for Libras from now until the end of May? For those Libras who are worried about inspiration? Okay. Well, we have 10 of Cups in reverse, so I do see leaving an organization, leaving a marriage, leaving a relationship. So I see, looks like it has less to do with ideas and inspirations there. But I didn't even get to finish talking. And maybe you have to leave that old marriage behind, that old relationship behind. You may even feel like you're joined with death. Okay, what messages do we have for Libras who are getting divorced or leaving a relationship? King of Swords. So this is being very logical and transformative. This is somebody who has an opinion. They're victorious. And usually he's the judge. So I think this is saying you get your good judgment back. Okay. This is very also Libra. So this is, okay. I mean, I see Scorpio when I see it, but because it's very reminiscent of justice. I mean, just look at that. This is how you begin and this is how you end. Okay. You're going to be able to accept responsibility. I think you're going to do well financially in business. And I'm thinking, well, I just think you're going to end up better than you were. It may have been somebody who always thinks they're right. But this may be you just needing to hold on to a thought or a belief in order to be successful. And again, with the sword, you may have to cut something out, let go of something. All right. Oh, yeah, release a burden. There you go.